In all the dating advice for men, there's something that doesn't come up that often but can make a world of difference in the way you connect with somebody: dirty talk. No, don't eye roll or think this is about being gross just yet. Hear me out. Dirty talk does not mean telling her dirty stuff. It means being intimate, creating tension, and conveying confidence in a way that makes her feel desired. If done properly, it can be a complete game changer. If not done properly, unfortunately, it will come across as awkward, rude, or creepy. So let us talk about what does work, what doesn't, and how you can use this tool so that you can have her attention without crossing your limits. First and foremost, there is the elephant in the room. Not all women are comfortable with dirty talk. This means that you must read the room. You cannot just launch into filthy language without checking her temperature first, or else you will have a mood killer on your hands. Take it slow. Monitor her responses, both verbal and nonverbal. Is she laughing, smiling, playing along? These are green lights. If she seems hesitant or she changes the subject, tone it down immediately. Respect is key here. Pushing too much will only turn her away. By dangerous dirty talk, we don't necessarily mean shock value or impressing her with words that are too much. More than that, it is using words to amplify the emotional and physical connection that the two of you share. Think of it as verbal foreplay. It is less about what you say, but how you say it. Tone, timing, and location are more relevant than the actual words. A whisper in her ear in a romantic atmosphere can be far more effective than screaming something lewd across the room at a party. Keep that in mind because subtlety is sexy. One error that a lot of guys make is thinking that dirty talk has to be extremely explicit or graphic. Not necessarily. Some of the most effective lines are short, simple, and suggestive. Instead of going whole hog with something that might sound forced or rehearsed. For example, try teasing her with compliments wrapped in playful innuendo. Something like, "I can't help but notice how beautiful you look tonight," sets the tone without being too aggressive. You can then escalate from there based on her response. This makes it feel more natural and keeps the emphasis on fun rather than performance. Being genuine is also important with dirty talk. Women can sense if you're being insincere or quoting a film. Do not try to replicate what you've seen in adult films or heard from your friends. Those things do not always play out very well in real-life situations. Instead, be honest. Tell her what you genuinely like about her, be it her smile, her laugh, or her walk. Personalizing your words makes them more impactful and shows that you're paying attention to her as an individual, not just treating her like a fantasy. Let's talk about pacing for a moment. Dirty talk should enhance the experience, not dominate it. If you're constantly throwing out bold statements, it can feel overwhelming and take away from the moment. Balance is crucial. Mix in more romantic, softer comments with the more edgy ones to create contrast. For instance, after a flirtatious comment, follow it up with a sweet one like, "You have no idea how much I adore you." This combination keeps it interesting and does not make the conversation seem one-dimensional. Timing also plays a huge role in good dirty talk. It might not go down too well to bring it up out of nowhere in the middle of a casual coffee date, but bringing it up during moments of heightened intimacy, like during a quiet night together or in the middle of a passionate kiss, can add to the chemistry. Setting is also crucial. A darkened room or a cozy setting makes for a perfect setting for such a dialogue. Always consider the environment and ensure it aligns with the mood you're trying to create. Now, let's touch on body language. Words alone won't cut it if your delivery falls flat. Make eye contact, lean in slightly, and use a low, confident tone. Physical cues reinforce what you're saying and add layers to the interaction. For example, brushing your fingers against her arm while whispering something flirty can send shivers down her spine. Combine your words with subtle touches, and you'll create a sensory experience that leaves a lasting impression. Another consideration is knowing when to listen. Dirty talk is a dialogue, not a monologue. Encourage her to share her own desires and thoughts as well. Ask her questions like, "What do you want me to do next?" Or "Does that feel good?" Giving her space to communicate creates trust and ensures you're both on the same page. And naturally, hearing her respond can be incredibly thrilling for both of you. Mutual participation renders it a shared adventure rather than a unilateral act. Another tip is to avoid cliches and generic phrases. Lines like "you're so hot" or "I want you now" aren't original and may come across as lazy. Be creative instead. Talk about specific things that turn you on, like the way her hair falls down her shoulders or the sound of her laughter. Specificity shows that you're fully present and invested in the moment. It also helps paint a vivid picture in her mind, which can heighten arousal. Conversely, steer clear of anything that could be misinterpreted as degrading or objectifying. Remarks that reduce her to one body part or imply she's only valuable based on appearance are major turnoffs. Dirty talk should be empowering and exciting, not degrading. Attempt to praise her beauty and desirability in a way that comes across as respectful and genuine. Remember, the goal is to enhance the connection, not ruin it. Now, let's discuss confidence. Dirty talk requires a level of self-confidence. If you're stumbling over your words or second-guessing yourself, it's not going to be effective. Attempt to speak clearly and confidently, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Confidence is contagious. If you're confident in what you're saying, she's more likely to respond positively. And don't worry if you slip up every now and then. Sincerity trumps perfection every time. So, what are the key takeaways here? First, dirty talk is supposed to be intimate, not shocking or insulting. Second, proceed with caution and test her comfort level before going further. Third, personalize your words by pulling from what you genuinely like about her. Fourth, alternate rough around the edges comments with softer, more romantic ones for balance. Fifth, think timing and location to maximize the effect. Sixth, combine your words with physical cues for a multi-sensory experience. Seventh, ask for her feedback to encourage mutual engagement. Eighth, avoid cliches and opt for innovative, descriptive details. Finally, let respect and confidence be the priority in everything that you say. In conclusion, becoming proficient in dirty talk can bring your dating to a completely new level. It's not about reciting lines or copying other people. It's about going deeper with her and expressing your desires in a way that's spontaneous and exciting. By following these guidelines, you'll not only guarantee her attention, but strengthen the bond between the two of you. Relationships thrive on communication, and dirty talk is just another means of expressing love and desire. Use it right and watch the sparks fly.